There are two common problems faced by every garden. Number one, the soil is always needing amending. Number two, every garden and every lawn produces waste. The solution to both of these problems is compost. Now, the basic premise behind compost is that you mix 1 part brown material like leaves or sawdust with green material like freshly cut lawn clippings and also weeds that haven't gone to seed yet. When you mix these two together, bacteria begins to eat away at the material, requiring oxygen and moisture, and actually turns it into brown, delicious, wonderful compost. There's several different ways to make compost. You can build it in a heap on the ground, you can make a cage with wood or wire, or you can use a commercial product like this compost tumbler. The idea behind the compost tumbler is it does the turning for you. Every day you come out and just spin the drum and it mixes everything up, and my experience has been that it does a really good job mixing it up. All you gotta do is just carelessly dump in your product. Leaves and grass clippings. Put the door on and give it a turn. I'll come back out, spin this thing once a day, and in about 2 weeks, I will have excellent compost. So a big pile on the ground like this, you're going to also need to turn it. I recommend a pitchfork. And you really just need to get in there and introduce some oxygen into the inside of the pile. You can see that nice, moist, wet stuff is turning dark on the inside. So when you're making compost, you basically want to alternate your layers. So some brown, some green, plenty of brown, plenty more green, and then mix this up really good. Now if it's still a little bit dry, get your water hose out, spray it down a little bit, and then turn it just like I just did every day, and reach in there after a couple days and feel, and if it's really nice and warm and maybe even hot in there, then you know that it's working. Keep turning it every day, introduce new oxygen to the pile, and within a few weeks you will have compost. So as you can see, making compost is cheap, it's easy, and it solves a real problem of what to do with all the waste that your garden produces. Now on the other hand, you can purchase compost as well. You can buy bagged compost at local garden centers and hardware stores. Check with your city. Sometimes some cities sell compost that they produce. Now at the same time, check the ingredients on those because they might contain things that are objectionable to you. I certainly would never use it in a vegetable garden. And also, if you have a mushroom grower in your area, I would strongly recommend you contact them and find out if they can sell you some of their old compost. They oftentimes have thousands of yards of compost available that they practically give away and deliver for a pretty reasonable fee in huge dump trucks. So for a lot of gardeners, compost is a way of life, and I hope that this short tutorial has given you everything that you need to start your life in compost.